Hello and welcome to the weekly moon update. My name is Allison, the self proclaimed priestess of Wonderland. And on this channel, you will find videos that I hope encourage you to be your most authentic self. We are all on this journey together, and it's kind of a roller coaster. The moon fluctuates through different signs and energies every 2.5 days. So I like to use these videos to kind of check in with the moon and what's happening so that I can learn how to manage my energy or use the moon's energy to enhance my energy. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the week of September 23rd through the 29th. We kind of have like an end of summer feeling to this week because we are starting off with Gemini, which is usually the sign that kicks off summer, and ending in Virgo, which is the sign that transitions us from summer to fall. So we kind of have that end of summer vibe going on this week. So I hope that you are kind of ready for the end of summer. You're ready to transition into fall, and hopefully this week is going to maybe be a little bit more uplifting. Just in case last week was a little bit emotional or turbulent for you. So, as you can see here, we're having our last quarter moon on Tuesday. So that means that on Monday we have a waning gibbous moon. And for the rest of the week after Tuesday, we have a waning crescent moon. And then we will have our new moon in Libra next week. So the light and the energy of the moon is going to be decreasing, as might your energy and light as well. I find that around eclipses, the energy feels like a little bit different. Like I said in last week's video, a lunar eclipse feels very much like a dark moon or new moon energy to me. So I've kind of already been feeling low energy. So I feel like this week is going to be a repeat of like a low energy week for at least for me personally. However, like I said earlier, we do have that like kind of playful summertime energy because we're starting off the week with Gemini, which, like I said earlier, kicks off the summer season. And Gemini is fun and playful and represents that duality of, I don't know, I see Gemini as like representing the inner child, like recognizing that like we all have this inner playful side, this inner joyful side within us. And so that's what I always feel like on Gemini days, to kind of like remind myself that hey, there are different aspects of myself that maybe need to come to light, whether that's the inner child or whether that's just any other different aspect of yourself. Like if you've been feeling down and have been kind of like trying to avoid it, maybe now is during a Gemini moon day, is especially a waning Gemini moon day, would be a good day to like just allow yourself to like feel those feelings, allow that other aspect of yourself out. I think it is also kind of like if you've been suppressing anger, it might be good to like let yourself feel angry and be angry and throw something or yell or let your emotions out. I think Gemini just kind of allows us to play with those different energies and know that like you're not like you're both of these things. You're both the light and the dark of you, and it doesn't necessarily mean that like one is like if you I think sometimes we feel like, well, if or at least sometimes I feel like if I let myself be sad, then I'm gonna be sad forever because it just feels like there's this bottomless pit of sadness within me. And same thing with anger, like where we worry that like if I let this anger out, then I'm gonna do something that I regret, or I might hurt somebody, or I might hurt myself. And so I think Gemini allows us, like, you can be all of those different things. You can play around with their emotions, you can experience them fully and not have them overtake you and overwhelm you because the other aspect of yourself always exists. This is also kind of cool energy for a last quarter moon because the moon is literally half light and half dark. It's like you can be both of these things at the same time. So we will be able to play in that Gemini energy all day Monday. And then on Tuesday around 8 o'clock a.m. And then around 11 a.m. is when the moon moves into Cancer. So Cancer is like the official start of summer. The way I like remember Cancer energy and Cancer season is just like I just envision like when you go on vacation with your family, it's usually the mom that's like taking care of everything. You're making sure everybody has water and food and snacks for the day and like making sure everybody has sunscreen and towels and umbrella or whatever. Like it's just Cancer makes sure that everybody is taken care of. Everybody is fed and watered. And so Cancer energy is the mom. It's the loving, the caring, the nurturing energy, but it's also kind of like that tough love energy. Like think of the crab and the pinchers and like the things that like you need to hear are not always going to be the things that are the easiest to hear. But this is also like allowing yourself to be kind and gentle, even in difficult times or difficult circumstances. You know, like ideally, the mother or the divine mother is somebody that is always going to love and support you and catch you when you fall. The energy for the middle of the week has that like being kind and gentle to yourself, practice self-care, make sure that you especially in these waning moon days that you are allowing yourself to slow down, that you're not pushing yourself too hard and kind of being realistic with yourself that like, hey, I need to rest. I need to take a break at some point between now and the dark moon next week. So we'll be in Cancer energy, watery Cancer energy for the rest of the day, Tuesday, all day Wednesday, and then we'll start to transition Thursday evening around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that will put us back into Leo. We just left Leo season, and that is truly like the end of summer, the lazy days of where everything's too hot and you feel like you can't move. All you can do is just sit and lay in the sun and try to keep your body temperature down. In an ideal world, it would be like somebody bringing you food and bringing you water, just like a Leo on their throne. So this is also kind of playful energy. We're starting off the week with playful energy and kind of ending the week with playful energy, but then we have Virgo coming back on Sunday. So I mean, I don't know, this could be like party time since we'll be in Leo for the evening Thursday and then all day Friday, all day Saturday, and we're transitioning into Virgo early in the morning on Sunday. A waning crescent Leo moon is really good for reflection too, like self-reflection. Uh, Leo is like embodies the king and the ruler, and rulers and leaders have to like take a look at themselves. They're always constantly thinking about how can I take care of my kingdom, my court, but we have to always come back to ourselves. And so Leo is that reminder of like doing something kind for yourself or just really contemplating, especially after that Pisces full moon of like what is it that you truly want? What are your dreams? How do you want to make them happen? And like are these the right dreams for you? Like do you truly want the things that you desire? And this is a good time this weekend to be reflecting on the Virgo moon cycle and getting ready for the Libra moon cycle. So Virgo energy on Sunday puts us back into our new moon energy. This is saying goodbye to Virgo season, saying goodbye to the Virgo moon cycle, and getting ready and preparing for Libra season. So I always say that like Libra or Virgo is the one that is like making the list and making the plans and organizing thing and making things work. And then Libra comes in afterwards to kind of tie up the loose ends. What have we forgotten? What have we neglected? What do we want to let go of? What do we want to call in? How do we want to even things out? So that we'll talk more about that next week. But this weekend is going to be a good time, I think, to do some reflection and preparation for the moon cycle. What are you most proud of, and what are your biggest accomplishments for this month? How did your intentions work out? What could you have done differently? How can you use Libra to attack or approach your goals next month? Our card for this week is Tippereth, beauty, balance, sacrifice, and joy. And as you can see, it's got the sun symbol up there. So this is very representative of the sun card. We've got the Leo energy in here, got the sunflowers and the sun energy. And the sun card in the tarot deck represents joy and that like childlike joy that just it bubbles out and is uncontrollable, that just like joy that you can't stop, you can't help but feel it. Oh, and this is from the Tree of Life Oracle by David Wells and artwork by Roberta Orpwood. So number 6 on the Tree of Life, Tippera, sits in the middle of the symbol, a central point that focuses the energy of so many other sephiroth and pathways. This is where your soul sits. Feel it in your body. The planet is the sun. A joyous golden child is balanced on this horse and celebrating all things sun related as he basks in the golden light of life giving energy and the expression of his soul. Consider what brings you joy and where you approach things like a child. See the divine in every moment, and as you move with the energy of this card, notice the lightness of it and the way it brings joy into your being. You may feel lack in some way, a lack of love, a lack of guidance perhaps, but know that this is an illusion. And once you shine that golden light on things, you will be able to illuminate the sun codes in everything that you see and do. Perhaps you're considering giving up on something for the greater good. When done with love, this release will bring back 10 times the energy it took to feel lack. You could also become aware of someone else's sacrifice for you, and that soul love they have offered you activates soul love within you. Turn your face to the sun. What does the word soul mean to you, and how can you contact it? By practicing a meditative or contemplative technique, you will be able to go directly to your soul for answers when you need them most. A simple way is to place your hand on your heart and focus your attention on that area. Breathe deeply, still your mind, and then listen for your soul voice. It's interesting. I feel like we've been getting a lot of cards lately about like connecting with your higher self, connecting with your highest good, connecting with your guides. And I don't know, I think that there's just like so much going on in the world right now that it's so easy to just get stuck. I mean, it's always been easy to get stuck in the day to day and for like forgetting to be in touch with your soul, forgetting to be in touch with joy, forgetting to be in touch with the child within, because there's so much chaos in the world. It's kind of hard to look away from it. And anyways, I think this is a perfect card for this week, especially with the Leo energy that we have on the weekend. And it does really feel like a goodbye to summer as we're closing out Virgo season and transitioning into fall. We did actually have the first day of fall over the weekend, last weekend. And the sun card is paired here with a solar plexus card. Self-trust. The time has come to really trust who you are and love yourself fully. If there are parts of you that are out of alignment with your faith or values, call them into alignment now so that you feel better and more integrated. Then trust your intuition and inner knowing without question, going as much as you can with the flow of your desires and passions. Cultivate your higher self as a trusted ally and seek its voice in meditation. It's interesting that both of those cards are like asking you to call your spirit into alignment, call your spirit into into your soul. I think sometimes we think of spirit as like floating around up here, but like calling it like into your energetic field and into your body. And our crystal for this week is Amazonite, a throat chakra stone that encourages speaking your truth with confidence. It heals unhealthy communication patterns and assists you in having difficult conversations with ease. Working with this gem inspires heartfelt sharing. The affirmation is I express my truth freely. I communicate with ease and confidence. So the thing with Amazonite and having it come up this week of speaking with ease and confidence. This is a throat chakra stone, but it very much so has a solar plexus connection to it as well. Amazonite is such a like powerful stone. Like it gives you this strength and this courage to speak. So I really do feel like, I mean, especially since we have the sun card and the solar plexus card, that this stone goes very much with that energy because sometimes you need a little courage to speak your truth. You can think your truth and you can believe in your truth, but to actually like put it out into the world is a difficult thing to do. So we need that solar plexus energy in order to activate that throat chakra energy. And this is the perfect stone for that. So I hope you have a wonderful end of summer week this week or introduction to fall week this week. No matter where you are, no matter what climate you live in, the sun is different. The sunlight is hitting us different, and you can really feel that energy shift. And I hope that it helps you to connect to your inner light, even if the sun will not always be there in the darkness of fall and winter, that you do have that solar plexus within you. You do have that light and that fire within you, and to believe in it and to trust in it and to always have the courage to speak your truth. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I can't wait to see you on the other side of the looking glass again sometime soon.